Hi guys! In this video, we're going to practice using Edit Panel tool to make a dressing table with curved corners. After that, flatten the curved panel for production. I'm going to take this for example. First, click on the one-click icon and select the component, for example, a blank frame. Use Properties to change its properties. Width 800, height 135, frame depth 450. Then add one top sheet, one bottom sheet, and a back panel with thickness 17 millimeters. Top cover back and back cover bottom. Next, a little gap on the left, 17, and on the right, so that the curved panel covers the back. And resize the bottom panel like this. Use Resize Panel tool to resize it. 17. Also 17. And 17 on the right. So it's got smaller. This dressing table is divided into 3 main parts. This part for the curved panel on the left and also on the right. And in the middle, we have a space for a drawer. Use Vertical Split tool. Select it and 100 millimeters from the left. So select No and create a panel, yes. Left click on the space. And also 100 millimeters from the right. So select Yes. Then resize the divider. And also this one. So we got 3 spacings. Now add a bend part component from the library. Select it and then move it to the space. The border turns yellow, then left click, it will fit in. And one for the other side. Now, let's edit panels. First, we edit the shape of the bottom and also the top panels. Select the tool, Edit Panel, then click on the panel. With this tool, we can cut the outer shape of the panel, some kind of patterns inside, or bend panels. And to make component customizable, we're going to use variables instead of fixed dimensions. Here are some system variables we can use. I'm gonna add R for the radius of the corner and default value 100 millimeters. Add new. Now draw the shape of the panel first. We have 0 for the origin point. Next, instead of 800 in width, type in W for the width. So it's gonna be customizable later. Next, instead of 450 for the height, type in H instead. So this is the rectangle shape of the panel that we look from top down. Next, 100 from the left or R from the left. To draw these guidelines, we can use some basic maths calculation and one line from the other side. So it's gonna be W subtract R. Type on the keyboard and then hit enter key. Next, a line here with the value R for the height. So R from the origin point. These guidelines cross each other, so we've got some points, intersection points. Now use the line tools to connect the points. For line tool, select it and connect the 2 points. And also for this. For this arc, we use 2 points arc. Select it, click on the center point, and then connect other 2 points. Now we have got a complete shape. Select tool, select the whole shape, create path with path tool. Select its type. In this case, we create an outer loop. Add new. Apply to the panel. So we've got this panel. Do the same for the bottom panel. Zero, W. Because these panels are in the same frame, so it's also got this variable that we have created. And H for the height. This bottom panel is smaller than the top panel, but this arc has the same center point. So here, instead of R, we have R subtract PT. PT is panel thickness, a system variable. Hit enter. From the other side, W subtract R plus PT. And same here, R subtract PT. So now use line tools to connect the points. And then for the arc, 2 points arc, we have got a center point and 2 points on the arc. Now select the whole shape and create path. Outer loop. Then apply. Next, for the bend part, we also use Edit Panel tool. But for this bend part, In this case, this bend part is on the XOY plane. So this dimension is the depth. This dimension is the width. So origin point, the width, and the depth, D for depth. However, this bend part covers the divider and also the back panel. So for the width and for the depth, we add 17, all the panel thickness, to it. So W plus PT and D plus PT. Here we have the curved part, R. So connect the lines and make an arc. For the bend part, it's not a closed circle or a closed shape. We just need to draw this line, and then the bend part is going to bend according to the shape that we have drawn. Now select it and create path. It's applied to full height. Add new and then apply. It's applied on XOY plane as we said before. This bend part also covers the bottom panel, so we can use Resize Frame tool because this bend part is considered a frame. Select it and then select the blue points to resize its height. We have finished with the bend part on the left. Now continue with the one on the right. Select the tool. Select the panel. Now for this one, also 0 for the origin, W for the width, and D for the depth. For the right one, we add PT to the left, so 0 subtract PT, so that it covers the divider. And also R for the bend part. Now create lines. Select, create path, then apply on XOY plane. And also resize it. Now add a drawer to it. Select drawer and then move it to the space. Then left click. Use properties to adjust the drawer. So we have finished the complete dressing table. Now let's move on to the next step. Flatten the bend part for production. Let's save it to the library. Select Properties, select the frame. and hit Save to Cloud. Name it, then save. Here we can still adjust the parameters. For example, frame width 1000. As we said before, we use variables instead of fixed dimensions. So it's gonna change the size when we change the dimensions. Or even higher, 200 for example. So it's gonna change accordingly without any distortion. Alright, now let's flatten the bent parts. Select Flatten. Then left click on the bent part. Then take it out. With Properties tool, we can adjust the properties of the bent part. For example, this is a bent part, number 1. In turnover, if I type in 1, then it's gonna be turned to the other side. If there are more bent parts on the same panel, for example 2, then we can type in 1, a comma, then 2, a comma, then 3, for example. So now turn it back, just delete the number. For spacing, 4, for example. Spacing is the width of the curves. Extend length. It's the length added to the length of this bend to make it more flexible. And the tool that we use. Protect gap is the gap here and here. It's going to be cut before the curves are cut. Diameter 3, for example. And cut depth 16. And passes and do the same for the other panel. Now let's generate gCode. Add material to it. And then hit Generate gCode. Nesting. Then we can check in Layout. So here are the 2 bent panels. Maybe add a little more gap between the 2 panels. For example, now go to gCode, select the tool database. To give priority to the protect line, we can add priority order here. For example, cut protect line first, number 1, and then zigzag line 2, and the last one is cut outside. Then download gCode. Let's see the cutting simulation on Simco. So it cuts protect lines first, and then cut the curves. See information for purchasing products, upgrading software packages, community support links for users, and consultation are provided below the description. So this is how we can use Edit Panel tool to make curve bending wood. For more instructions, see you in the next videos.